What's going on, everybody? Today is Coffee Day Friday, and I say that because every day is a good day for coffee, so today just as much as any. Anyways, I just want to go through like how I make one of the coffees that I drink fairly often, I guess. This is more of a medium sort of specialty coffee, I would say. So it's not super hard to make. Kind of just making a topping for it. Honestly, it's gonna be good. I just want to talk through how I do it and share that with you guys. So hopefully you can make it too and enjoy it, just like I enjoy coffee. So I got stuff ready to go. Let's get started. Anyways, guys, so I got a couple things here ready. I got heavy whipping cream, which is going to make up our topping. I got the iced coffee in the jar. I have a nice cup, and then I got a blender because we're gonna blend that heavy whipping cream into something delicious. So let's start throwing stuff in a bowl and make it happen. All right, so honestly there are a couple more things that we need before we go. So we're gonna put syrup and some vanilla concentrate in our whipped cream, and that's gonna make it really tasty and really flavorful and just a nice topping to a nice iced coffee. Also, if I forget to describe what I'm doing or like what coffee, just let me know. This is the first coffee how-to I'm doing. So yeah, let me know if you guys have questions. I'm happy to answer them. But yeah, we're gonna get a bowl for whipping stuff in. Gonna just throw about a quarter cup in there. Gonna get some syrup and vanilla extract, really is what this is. Just a couple drips of vanilla extract. When I was following a recipe the first time I made this personally, they also suggested putting salt in there. I tried that and honestly it just tasted like it was salty. Like they said put a pinch, so I just put a pinch and it tasted salty and I didn't love that. So just a little bit of syrup as well. Enough to make it sweet, not too sweet. If you have real maple syrup, this is the time to use that because real maple syrup in this would be delicious. I don't. I just have some off-brand original flavor, so it's not maple, but it's still yummy and it still sweetens it nicely. You could also use honey, I'm sure, with this. You could also do honey, it would work out fine. So now I'm going to grab my mixer, and I would like to say you can indeed do this with just like a hand whisk if that's all you have, but with a hand mixer like this it makes it go a lot faster and it is a little bit easier, I will say, instead of having to whip it 400 times. Now the trick to this is to not whip it too much, because if you whip it too much it's going to get so thick that it just sits on top of your coffee, and it's basically the same as if you would have just put whipped topping. You don't want to make it that thick, you want to make it just a little bit thinner than that so that you can kind of mix it with the coffee and it really mixes together nicely, has a nice flavor. So let's start mixing it and just get it the right amount done. Alright, so it's just barely liquidy still. What I got right here is just a fancy cup, just a double layer insulated cup with some coffee ice cubes. So if you freeze coffee beforehand, that way when we pour this iced coffee into it, it's not going to get very diluted. It's going to still have a nice flavor to it and it won't dilute over time either. So I only have 3 ice cubes because this iced coffee is already cold, and so I don't really need a lot of ice. Just kind of fill it up, maybe 3/4 or so. Now one trick real quick before we go any farther, we need to sweeten this. Otherwise, unless you like your coffee a little bit on the bitter side, or unless you like it not sweetened, your coffee is going to be very bitter and then your topping is going to be sweet, which can be a nice contrast. But personally, when I drink this, I like to make sure I sweeten my iced coffee before I put the whipped topping on it, just so that it's all a nice sweetness. I use vanilla from Starbucks and add it in right now. It tastes really nice, not too strong a flavor. Again, we're sticking with the same theme of vanilla from the whipped topping, that way it's kind of consistent all the way through. So for this amount, a teaspoon and a half really is all we need. Let's go ahead and add this whipped topping, or whatever you want to call this, heavy whipping cream, and it should top it right off, no pun intended. And then the last little trick you can see there is as it gets just set there a little bit, you can see very slightly there are just a couple little veins of creamer dropping there, and so you did it the right consistency. If you have those in this cup, you can hardly see them.
So I could have gone even just a little bit less whipping on it, but it is dropping just slightly. And if we start to mix it just a tiny bit, ooh, yeah, that looks pretty good.
Straw is nice for this drink, just so you know. Has some nice flavor to it. I like it. I hope you guys do too. I think this one turned out fairly nice, honestly. I hope you like this. If you guys want to see more videos in the future with coffee, let me know. I'll probably do them anyways because it's something that I really like. This is after all the jazz club. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.